Good evening, everyone. I'm Annika from Meizhong. Today, I'm going to talk about some beautiful scenery in Canada. Have you ever been to Canada? Maybe not, but if you had a chance to visit it, never forget Stanley Park. It's an attraction located in Vancouver with high popularity. The park attracts about 8 million visitors a year, including local residents and foreign tourists. It's also surrounded by the sea on 3 sides. The main distinguishing part is that there's a long path that goes all around the park, providing people the space to go for walking, riding a bike, or roller skating. It's estimated that there are about 500,000 trees in this park. So stunning, isn't it? The next viewpoint you can miss is Old Quebec. In the hiking trip from Old Quebec to the Chateau Frontenac, you can enjoy the scenery of the St. Lawrence River, the south coast of Levis, and the magnificent views of the harbor and the river. The cobblestone street will impress you deeply too. You can feel the historic atmosphere here by enjoying the Horizon's shops, restaurants, and buildings. Even just walking around the enchanted city can be lots of fun. When you have the chance to visit Canada someday, never forget these 2 places. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Zoe from 8H. Today, my topic is the University of Cambridge. Once upon a time, Isaac Newton was reading under an apple tree. Suddenly, an apple hit him on the head. Aha! He shouted and understood the force named gravity. Do you know that Isaac Newton and many notable scientists, philosophers, and Nobel Prize winners are Cambridge alumni or affiliates? Today, let's learn some facts about the university, marvel at its art collections, and peep into the school life of Cambridge students. Cambridge University was founded in 1209. Currently, with 31 colleges, 150 departments, and over 18,000 students from all over the world. It was ranked first among universities in the UK and is the wealthiest in Europe. Cambridge University has 114 libraries with millions of volumes. There are 8 museums and a botanic garden with over 8,000 species. I wonder if there might be any apple trees there and people waiting for apples to fall. School life in Cambridge is never boring, with a variety of societies and clubs to choose from and share the same interest. The boat race against Oxford is a presentation of teamwork and common passion for rowing. I hope I can study in Cambridge and meet talented people like Isaac Newton. Thank you for your attention.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Renee. Tonight, I'm here to talk about the biggest open-air market in Melbourne, Australia. Queen Victoria Market, also known as Queen Vic or Vic Market, is one of the most popular markets built in the 19th century. Every day, thousands of people come in and out of this market for business. You can find all kinds of agricultural products, drinks, and snacks. There are so many options, so you don't even have to worry about not finding things you want. But of course, behind the bustling market is the efforts of people. In the past, the market was separated into 2 parts, the upper market and the lower market. The upper market wasn't originally reserved as a marketplace. It was a school and also a drill hall. In the 1970s, the big market faced a gigantic crisis. It was going to be replaced by offices and hotels. Fortunately, the market and its building were listed on the Historic Building Register. Therefore, the Queen Victoria Market survived. Some of you are probably curious about the name of the market. In fact, the market isn't named after the Queen, but after its location. It is located on the corner of Queen Street and Victoria Street. Thanks for listening, and if you ever have a chance to visit, Vic Market is a great place to feel the passion and its culture and the beauty and its history.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm here to share some of my point of view of the American styles icons. To begin with, there are 5 main points. 1. Keep classic, such as wearing a plain dress. Some simple pieces do not have to be boring. 2. Focus on key pieces. These small pieces can easily match and create something new and fun. 3. Do not follow every trend. The Americans do not follow every trend. They know exactly what suits them and how to wear it well. 4. Think simple. To the people who live in America, they do not really care about what you wear, but how you wear it. 5. Think outside of the box. I have figured out that it is easy for people to shop in the same places. So if you found all the stores nearby are too American, just try some new places. So now, let me give an example for these points. Let's talk about the well-known superstar, Marilyn Monroe. Her easy fashion style was to focus on basic pieces like denim, striped patterns, and bottom-downs. Plain but still elegant. Plus her unique makeup style. No wonder she was so famous. According to the 5 points and example, we can find out that the Americans do not really care about being outstanding from others, but to feel comfortable and relaxed is the main point for them. Thanks for listening.
Good evening, I'm Yvonne. Today, my topic is apartheid. In South Africa for many years, the minority white population controlled the majority black population under apartheid. In 1948, the all-white government legislated segregation. Under this apartheid, people of color were forced to live in separate areas and use separate public facilities. Communication and marriages between white people and people of color were limited or forbidden. In 1960, a large group of blacks burst into a police station without passes. Lots of them were killed or wounded, so the ANC, African National Congress, established an army to fight against the government, but it didn't win right away. ANC leader Nelson Mandela was in prison for 27 years until President F.W. de Klerk's government drew up a new constitution. After years of protest, apartheid ended in 1991. In 1994, the multiracial elections were set for the first time in South Africa. Finally, the struggle of the black people in South Africa won respect from all over the world. Thank you for listening.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to introduce the most beautiful princess of the United Kingdom. Only do what your heart tells you, said Princess Diana. She was a fashion icon in the 1980s and was also described as the world's most photographed woman. From her clothing to her haircut, everything about her was a trend that many women followed. In the summer of 1981, when Diana married Prince Charles, 17 million people came to watch the ceremony. Many were surprised since she was not a member of the royal family. Although she was inexperienced, she showed that she could handle the expectations of society while still remaining close to the people. Diana was highly praised by the public because of her charity work. She also donated money, worked to ban landmines, and helped fund children's hospitals. During a time when people thought AIDS could be spread by touching, she chose to hold their hands and also gave hugs to younger children. She said, "Nothing brings me more happiness than trying to help the most vulnerable people in society." Although she died tragically in 1997, her spirit continues to influence people all over the world even decades after her death. Her beauty and compassion shall forever remain in people's hearts. Thank you.